Hey, what's up guys, TotallyDubbed here, and today I'm doing a video review for the Aukey Apollo Bluetooth speaker. Before getting this review, I'd like to thank Aukey for actually sending me this out for review. It can be bought for around £70 on Amazon directly. You can see in the link in the description below. So first of all, what you get in the package. So obviously you get the speaker itself, then you've got an auxiliary cable, which is a 3.5mm gold-plated cable, and then you've got a micro USB cable, which is actually very long, and both of these cables are nicely braided and have got this green and black theme to them. Then you've got the pouch. Now the pouch is not that useful, and excuse my dirty innuendos, but it just doesn't fit. It's big enough, but it just doesn't fit. So yeah, it does slide on, but with a lot of struggle, and it's not very convenient. I would have preferred something that was just slightly bigger and looser, and therefore the speaker slid in and out very easily. Oh my god. But this is not the case with this pouch, so it's a little bit of a shame. It's nice that they've included a pouch. I would have liked the pouch, and it's good they have included, but it's a little bit annoying to use. It can be used, but just a bit annoying to use, so bear that in mind. Now the speaker itself. You can see straight away that this metallic construction really does give off a nice look. I think it's really cool. It's a little bit of a shame that this Aukey sign is so big. I would have preferred no sign there, potentially like put it at the back or something. It's a little bit distracting, but anyway, it's just something I should just mention. Now, due to its metal construction and probably due to the magnets inside, due for the speakers, it is actually a very, very heavy device. It's very heavy, so much so that you could probably run around and kill someone with it. Honestly, if you threw this hard enough at a wall, it'll probably break the wall, not the speaker. So therefore, it's greatly built in terms of withstanding for shocks and everything like that. But it's not a speaker I'll put in a bag because it'd probably just weigh you know, a couple of kilos, let's put it that way. I mean, it's really heavy, so bear that in mind when buying this. It's not a portable speaker per se. You can take it around, but just, you know, it's heavy. Anyway, continuing on with the build quality, well, you've got certain functionalities on this speaker I don't want to go through. First of all, it's the on and off switch. You've got on the left hand side. On the right hand side, you've got the micro USB and an auxiliary cable connection. It's a little bit weird where it's placed simply because it's at the top, so therefore when you plug in something, it's going to look like this, which looks just a little bit odd to me. But anyway, when you plug in the cable, obviously as you heard, it just goes into auxiliary mode and therefore picks up whenever you put in your auxiliary. Then you've got a play and pause button and an answer and reject button. Then you've also got a plus and minus for your volume control, and you've got a previous and skip via the same buttons. You just hold one down, you know, for it to actually change the volume and everything. So very simple keys and functionalities, but very useful as well. At the back, you'll be able to see that you've got these grip. They are pretty much as they say on the tin, is to grip the device from bubbling around and moving around. And on that note, it's probably going to happen because of its very much large amount of bass that it has. It's got two ports for the bass, as you can see over here. There's the speakers. You've got one on the left and one on the right, and they vibrate like so and create a huge boomy sound. So I'm going to straight and move into the sound quality in that respect, and yes, this has a very boomy sound. It's got a lot of bass behind it, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but do bear in mind where you're going to place this thing. And I mean, I couldn't be any more serious about this, but if you're going to place this in a small room that's like made out of like marble floor or like brick floor or something like that, and you place it down on the ground, it's going to start sounding like an absolute massive boombox inside, simply because of its very boomy bass. Now, the bass is actually its strongest point in my opinion in terms of sound quality, because it has this very nice low end extension whilst having a very nice mid bass slam. So these ports over here really do come to life and really do bring out the bass, which is great to see. Its mids are affected due to the mid bass, so the mids are very much V-shaped. You do hear that in the music, and it's a little bit of a shame because I would have preferred it not to be so emphasized on the bass that, you know, the mid range is heavily affected. But it's not bad. It's just I would have preferred a bit more mids, especially at its price range of £70. You know, you kind of expect a more flat line curve rather than a V-shaped curve. So on that note, the highs are actually quite good. Due to it being V-shaped, the highs are actually quite nicely accentuated, and you hear them coming out very well. So vocals sound very nice and extended rather than cut off and not kind of crystal sounding, let's put it that way. So overall the sound quality is decent, but it's not perfect. I think its mids are probably its weakest point out of the sound quality, but it's just something, you know, if you're going to buy this, then you have to bear that in mind when getting it. Now the Soundstage is actually very interesting. Soundstage is being, you know, how open it sounds. And this is actually quite nice because it has this 3D functionality. 3D functionality is activated by holding these two keys. I'm going to play some music and then try and make you listen out for this, and also doubles up as sort of sound quality, although sound quality via phone is not always the best thing. Anyway, I'm going to play the music via the play button here, and then I'm going to do that 3D thing. You're going to see the green light come on, and that indicates it being in 3D mode. So right now it's not.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Head down, got me thinking that it might be a good idea to take her with me. But let's go. And I gotta keep it real now, 'cause I know one 520, but that just ain't me. Hey, I know, I take that chance, just where's it gonna lead?
Anyway, the best way to describe this is that when you heard a hey and no like that, the sound came from the side rather than the front, which gave a nice roomy feel. So it's gonna fill a room with that 3D sound. It's quite interesting to listen out to, and I really like it, to be honest. The 3D sound is actually what I actually use a speaker on, simply because it just sounds filling. It's quite nice. It's not a direct speaker, so to speak. It becomes filling. So yeah, it's quite an interesting feature, and therefore the Soundstage is quite nice. I quite like the Soundstage, at least in 3D mode, more than I like it in direct mode, so to speak. So overall, this product is actually very good. It's not, for me, a 5 out of 5 stars simply because of its mids. It's very much lacking. I'll give it 4 out of 5 stars simply because of its bass. It's a very good bassy speaker. And on top of that, its 3D sound really does bring it out. It's quite nice, and it answers and receives calls, which is always a plus. So overall, I think that the speaker is quite nice. Again, £70 is slightly expensive for some people, and on top of that, you know, it's not a really portable speaker. It's more of something you're going to put in the living room. You know, at that rate, you could buy like a sound system for 70 quid. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's decent for what you get. On top of that, I should mention its Bluetooth connectivity and its battery life. Battery life went around 8 hours, and its Bluetooth connectivity was actually excellent. It uses Bluetooth 4.0, and therefore I walked 10 meters, 15 meters, and it was still fine, no cutting out, and through very thick walls it would still play music. So very much impressed with its overall Bluetooth connectivity. So top marks there, but a little bit of shame about the mids in terms of the sound quality. Anyway guys, I've been Totally Dubbed. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Again, there's been the Aukey Apollo that you can find on Amazon for around £70, and I've been Totally Dubbed. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, comment and subscribe. You know, it's always nice to know your opinions, and subscribe for more content. Favorite and share this video if you find it helpful and you want someone else to view this video as well. Alright guys, I've been Totally Dubbed. Take care. Bye bye.